Hi, December is here finally, and that means so is Christmas. And on Christmas, I officially can ask Santa Claus to give me my surprise. And guess what Santa Claus did? After this whole mind boggling year, he gave me a mind blowing surprise. And it was actually Vidya Balan, the enchanting and absolutely amazing actor. Hi, Vidya. What a
Hi,
surprise!
Kainaz.
Hi, thank you so much for being on my show, Break Free. Welcome.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me on your show, Kainaz. I know we've been, messaging each other for a few years now,
Yes,
and you always, not almost always exude so much warmth. Thank you for that.
you exude that, so I just automatically get reciprocated, Vidya. Thank you so
How
much for
sweet.
being here. Thank you. So I prepared something for you to be introduced to the audience. And it's not all your films because it'll be really silly of me to say all if they all know about it. So
Right.
I'm going to say a little corny limerick poetry, okay? So
Great.
yes. So V for vibrant, I for inspiring, D for daring, Y for yippee you're here, A for absolutely smashing, B for boldly beautiful, A for awesome, L for loving, A for again alluring, and N for naughty. Vidya
Oh,
Balan, do
wow.
you know you're India's super hottie?
Thank you. That was a lovely limerick.
I just thought something different from all the introductions that you had.
Yes, truly different.
So, we will get to the fun part of the chat because I know you have this extremely fun side and you're like the khulke hasne wali. So, but before that, we shall have a little bit of a serious talk. So I look like a serious talk show host also. So my first segment is script cheese, and I would like to ask you a couple of questions on that. So, Vidya, Wikipedia actually says that you have changed the face and the portrayal of Indian women. You are the pioneer in it. Okay. And all these roles that you do are, of course, everybody knows, not only they are women centric, they kind of encourage people and they are women of substance, right from, all of them, Painita, Ishkia, and the works. So, Vidya, are these conscious choices? How did you, if I ask you for a journey, it's going to be very long, but how did you, how are these roles tailor made for you? You seem to be like this whole diamond among the entire male centric industry, so to speak.
Oh my God, thank you. But I think, I wouldn't say these are conscious choices, but I definitely think my work is an extension of my beliefs, and therefore I think I tend to veer towards stories that are predominantly women's stories and inspiring stories about both real and fictional
Yes.
women.
Yes.
So, and I think it's just that when you put the desire out into the universe responds with opportunities, and that's what's happened to me.
Yes.
I always have this burning desire to do work that is substantial.
Right.
The mundane or the roles that I was doing were in the initial years of my career were very typical, stereotypical.
Yes. Yes.
So that didn't interest me, and I thought I also stuck out like a sore thumb. Some people do it beautifully, with grace and style and elan, and I didn't have that to play the typical Hindi film heroine. So I think I wanted to do work that suited my personality,
Yeah.
and the universe just
Yes.
began to flood me with opportunities. That's
Yes.
how I look at it.
So you do believe in the law of attraction. That
Oh,
is-
absolutely.
Yes, that is
Absolutely.
that is so true, right? What we believe actually does come true. We kind of, you have to already believe it's there. That's what it says, and then it just comes true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible. And I've also heard a lot of people say, but I've always wanted this and this does not happen. And I keep saying, ask yourself if you really want this.
Yes, true.
Because if you wanted it without any doubt, it will happen.
Yes, yes,
But oftentimes we want something, but we also doubt ourselves.
yes,
And
absolutely.
we keep saying, oh, how can it happen? Forget the
Yes,
How?
yes. I needed to learn
Leave it
that.
to the
And
universe
yeah,
to make, to realize your dreams for you.
yes, absolutely. I actually needed to hear that, and I did. I intended to have you on my show, and you've taken it
Right.
obviously to a completely different high. So we'll talk about that later. But I don't
Thank
agree with
you.
one thing you said, but you said that there are certain roles that you could not carry off. I think you carry off everything. Okay.
Oh, thank you. You're very, very kind and
Oh,
generous.
it's true. It's absolutely true. But you've got so many awards, like the national awards and so many Filmfare awards, even the Padma Shri. But your journey has not been without, obviously everybody has obstacles, but you've had, brickbats and, critiques saying all sorts of things because you don't fit into this entire mold in everyone's mind, which I have experienced personally. And it,
Right.
yeah, but it's like, it's a whole struggle because I ignore people, but you can't ignore in your profession. You have to take it all, and you're in the public eye. So, how have you dealt with this, and what do you think other people should deal with this kind of stereotypes that they have in our head about women should be of a particular aesthetic?
All I can say is that through my experience, I have learned that each of us is unique and we have a unique body type, which is as unique as your, birth date,
Yes.
your life experiences. So it's best not to fight it. Just embrace it.
Yes.
And fight to keep fit.
Yes.
But beyond that,
Yes.
don't worry about fitting in. I know this is easier said than done, but I've reached a stage where, of course, because I've been in the public glare, so to speak, so I've been scrutinized a lot, and I went through periods when I doubted myself, when I hated myself because I thought I didn't fit into the mold of not just the typical Hindi film heroine, but into the mold of a desirable woman.
Yes. Yes.
So I hated my body for it.
Yes.
But I also, therefore I think my body reacted by falling sick often for a long time.
Right.
I would fall sick all the time. There was thankfully nothing big, but something small or the other would constantly show up. And then I realized I started doing work with a healer a few years ago, and that's really helped me accept my body the way it is. And you will not believe it, Kainaz. Since I've done that, not only am I in the best health I've ever been, but I feel fitter than ever. My energy levels are better.
Yes.
I just feel happier.
Yes. Of course, yeah. I think that's something that everyone can take away from here. I love the audience to take away messages from the show. It's always nice, to have an inspiring show. And it's basically the whole sum of it is that, you've got to just be happy with yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I've also...
Because, you'll never be able to make the world happy, Kainaz.
Not at all.
So if one person tells you must lose weight, the other person will tell you, oh, but you've lost too much weight. Someone else will find your hair length problematic. Someone else will say, oh, but you should change the color of your hair.
Yeah.
You're never going to have the approval of the world.
Yeah. You don't need to.
Should
you don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You should at least have that one person, whose opinion about you remains unchanged, no matter your size, no matter what you're going through in life. And the only person you can depend on is you.
Absolutely. I just read that in fact somewhere, and that is true. You're right. Absolutely. You stand for all these beautiful causes, right from child abuse, which recently you have, done, you've taken up on social media, and women empowerment and all these wonderful causes, and that really keeps people inspired. Vidya Balan is known not only as a beautifully, amazing, enchanting looking woman, but also someone who has, opinions about things, and you actually pass on these messages to people, and you've changed lives. I have followed your handles, and I've realized that a lot of people have been completely drawn to you because you are honest and you're authentic about yourself. And that is so good to be, you're honest with people. This is who I am. Take me as I am, and that's something.
I think the biggest gift that being an actor has given me is the gift of authenticity.
Yes.
Because I realized the same thing that I told you about the body, I realized that about myself. And of course, My body is a large part of who I am. But I realize that, I can't be different things because different people expect me to be,
Oh, you don't need to.
this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I have to be true to myself.
Yes, yes.
And the more you're true to yourself, I think everything becomes effortless.
Absolutely.
It's still, I'd say, it's not like I'm true to myself all the time,
Yeah.
but I definitely think I'm true to myself
Yes.
more than I used to before. And maybe most times I'm true to myself.
Yes.
And I think that just makes life easier,
Of course, totally.
You don't feel apologetic. You don't feel like you need to explain yourself. You don't lose energy in doing things that you don't want to be doing.
Yeah. We take a
And
long
especially
time.
as women, I think that's very valuable,
Very, 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 because we put our worth in everyone else's hands, and we kind of
Yeah.
validate ourselves to everything around us, which
Exactly.
is so senseless, because you just have to love yourself. That actually is the formula. You and your God, isn't it? Like, that's about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And I've begun to realize that the God is not outside of you.
Yeah.
The God is not in you. God is you. You are God. There is no separation between the two.
Yes. So there are wonderful words. Thank you for sharing. That is really sweet of you. Vidya, we are going to go into a fun segment, if you're ready.
Great.
Yes. It's called Coffee, Chai or Cocktails. And
Okay.
are you ready to break free on this completely?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. Some of them are going to be a bit cheeky, so you can just tell me, move on, Kainaz, move on.
Don't worry.
The first one coming across to you. Okay, so by the way, if you win this round, which of course you will, I'm like hardly the one to decide. Okay, I will take you out for a coffee, chai, or cocktails. Okay, so whichever.
Oh, lovely.
You get to choose.
Done.
Okay? Done.
Done deal. Done.
Okay, if you wake up, or if you woke up a man, what's the first thing you would do?
I'd make sure that Siddharth's turned into a woman. Because I'd still want to be with him.
Okay, yeah. that totally makes sense. Okay. What's the most romantic thing your husband has ever done for you? What Siddharth has ever done for you?
I was shooting in the back of Beyond once in Jharkhand, and I was a bit homesick. And I ended up having a fight with him because I was just missing him, I was missing home, and we were shooting in very difficult conditions. And then suddenly one day we were shooting all night, and we come back to the hotel at 6 in the morning, and I open my door and he's standing there.
Oh.
I was like, what a lovely, lovely surprise. But I think it's, he does little things that.
That's what matters. The smallest things. The biggest things.
Yeah.
Which character did you relate most to while shooting for your films? As a person?
When I'm shooting for a film, I relate most to that character, thankfully.
Right. So
but in retrospect,
in
retrospect, I think Tumhari Sulu is the film that I relate most to.
Yeah. That was one of a very fine films and a feel-good film, isn't it? It was a film,
and the sort of woman who you see all around you, just spirited, happy, and trying to make the most of life. I love such people.
Yeah. So we'll take it as Tumhari Sulu because that was one of the choices. The first thing your parents said to you when you won your first award.
What did?
When the first thing your parents said to you when you won your first award.
I can't remember what they said to me. But I know when I came back home after receiving the award, my parents, my sister, and my brother-in-law had a cake for me. And I cut the cake, and it was just, I think they'd heard me talk about how I wanted to be acting in Hindi films, and then it had happened, and then now, I was being appreciated. So
yes,
I remember that visual of me entering home and seeing that cake and seeing everyone around it was very special.
Yeah. Finally, the dream has come true, and you shared
Yeah.
with all the people who know how much it mattered to you after the journey that you went through to get the. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lovely. Since the show will be featured in Asia's second oldest regional paper, which is the Jame Jamshed, the Parsi paper, when I say the word Parsis, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? You can say anything you want, okay? There's no problem.
I was going to say dhansak. I was going to say dikra. And I was going to say philanthropy.
Yeah.
Philanthropy, because, the Parsis are known for, being really generous to causes that matter.
Yeah.
And just fun-loving mad people. And I say mad in the most affectionate way possible.
Yeah, totally. I say that we are mad. It's a big compliment, by the way.
It is, especially in this world.
Yeah.
In this crazy world.
Yeah.
To have that kind of, Parsis are just so full of life.
Yeah.
So much energy, so much joy. God bless all of you. And we need more of you.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it.
That message can go through all the Parsis of the world. The large population, everyone.
Yeah.
Each of the 100,000 will get that message from you.
Yeah.
And of course, forget the coffee chai. You come for dhansak to my place. Come on. Mom will,
Yes, I'd love to.
My mom
I love that.
She'll be doing cartwheels, you know that, right? So, if she could. She'd be like, of course, anything for Vidya. Anything.
So sweet. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite haunts in Mumbai is Britannia, where you get lovely dhansak.
Yeah.
And of course, raspberry soda.
Yeah, it just goes with that.
Yeah. And caramel custard.
Yeah.
And of course, lagannu custard. How could I forget?
That's true. It's a full Parsi. You've said the whole Parsi menu. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got this food. But I love all your food, and a lot of people love our food, which is always the case, isn't it?
That's always the case, I guess.
Yeah. So, since Christmas is coming, if Santa asked you, okay, what would you like? What would be your wish? I've already told you my wish, and it's come true right now. So, yeah.
For COVID to leave the world.
I know. Yeah. Totally.
That's the one thing I wish for this year.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Vidya Balan at home is a good wife, a great chef, a TV junkie, or a sleepyhead, or something else you can say.
No, I'm a good home. I'm a good housekeeper. I love doing work around the house. I love to keep a clean house.
Wow.
And I'm a sleepyhead and a TV junkie. But not a chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No chance.
No chance.
I did cook a little during the lockdown.
Yeah.
But I realized I'm better off not cooking.
Okay. Okay. Again, something in common. I'll take another high five in that.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy, absolutely.
It's crazy. I don't know how people say it's therapeutic and all that. No.
I don't.
Not for me.
No, not for me either. I make an egg and that's it.
Yeah.
That is it. That's all. After Dirty Picture, you became India's hottest babe. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
Oh, 12.
Okay, well done. See, that's why you break free. You gotta just break it. I agree.
No, it doesn't. I wish others also found me as hot, but I think I find myself hot.
Listen, a lot of people find you hot because my last segment, which is digital drama, I've taken out a couple of your fan messages from your Instagram and Twitter and your fan clubs. Just 2, because we don't have that kind of time. And when I was reading, they all find you super hot and super everything, and they're all drooling over you. Yes.
I like that.
Mostly men, but of course the women also are all smitten by you. So yes, definitely. I'll not give
I'm
you
not
12.
complaining.
I'll give you 20. I'll give you 20 out of 10.
Thank you.
So, someone said it on your Instagram page that Vidya ji, your gestures and your posture remind us of Kamala Harris. How do you react to that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I think she is damn hot, and she's comes across as an extremely powerful woman, of course, today in a very powerful position. So it is a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah. Absolute compliment. Now this one, okay. विद्या जी he said, विद्या आप इंडिया के सबसे बड़े स्टार हो और मैं आपको चांद पे ले जाना चाहता हूँ. How do you react to that?
क्या मैं अपने पति को भी साथ ला सकती हूँ?
He replies, नहीं.
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, आप मेरे पति के साथ चले जाइए.
Now that he's a woman and you're a man in the first round. Okay.
No, but that's very sweet.
Okay. I saw these. The social media is full of great things for you. You've got lots of fan pages, and your fan clubs are like, yes, and you are soaring like an eagle. And trust me, Vidya, you're doing superb. You're doing great, and you're doing fantastic. And there is no doubt in my mind that you're going to do only better things. In fact, you're shooting for a movie called Sherni, which is quite all over the
Yes, I've just completed shooting for a film called Sherni. Okay. It should hopefully release sometime next year.
Yes.
It all depends on when theaters open up fully and people start going to watch films. But fingers crossed. But thank you for your kind words. Really, I'm so touched. And thank you for your heartfelt wishes. I can really feel the warmth and love in your wishes.
It is true.
I wish you all the best with all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and gracing my show and my couch. Vidya, thank you so much for being on Break Free. And
thank you for your thank you, and thank you a lot more for all the love, and a big hug to everyone who's watching. Yes, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope 2021 is a very safe, healthy and happy year for all of us across the world.
True, absolutely true.
Stay safe. God bless.
God bless. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Kainaz. You're lovely.
Same here.
Bye.
You're even lovelier.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Again sometime. You know that. Bye. See you. Lots of awesome. Bye. Yeah, it's the show. It's the show time now. It's show seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In fact, one of your films just went for would be considered for an Oscar, right? Nutcut. It has won the.
Yeah, Nutcut is a short film I acted in and also produced.
Yeah.
And I'm, very happy to share that it is eligible for an Oscar nomination now. So please send me your good wishes and prayers.
Yes.
We could do with an Oscar nomination after all.
Absolutely. Yes. Everyone, send the good wishes. Okay.
Please.
How was it being a producer? Just off the track again? Did it feel good? Something different?
I've never wanted to be a producer or never planned it. It just so happened. Ronnie Screwvala has produced the film, and when he asked me to come on board, he said, we have no budget for an actor, such as you. So can you come on board as producer? In which case, then he didn't have to pay me. And the film could get made. But honestly, it feels very good to have my film, to have my name twice in the film.
Of course, yeah.
Because it is an important and powerful film.
Yeah, totally.